Glad to have you with us from Seattle. A perfect evening for college football where they're chanting, "Go Huskies," and it's reverberating across all of the boats on Lake Washington as this purple-clad crowd is ready to get another season of Husky football started. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Can't get him to the ground. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
After the incompletion, looking at second down.
Get set, get set.
To the air, it's Rodgers. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
It was a pick either way, brother.
Preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking for a man on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Little touch pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Caught in the backfield, it's Latu. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Running back goes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Syracuse doing business in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cuse!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The play action fake. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And he's looking to the sideline. It's incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's looking to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Bringing the heat. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out. It's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to... Take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. A new set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense in hurry and load. Looking for a man. It's McCord. Got his man quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pena. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Pena. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Rodgers. Quick completion on the out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just now on the same page with his target.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Syracuse. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown.
It is okay.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight.
Did you give me that? Was that a free pick? Was that another one?
Return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make
Nothing in this world is free, my boy.
They play defense.
You gotta take it.
Great job securing the interception.
So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket starts to collapse. Snagged in the middle. It's Gadsden.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Offense gets set for second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. To the air, it's McCord. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Syracuse right back at it.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it.
Touchdown, Orange! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him...
And that is his...
Man, what they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about?
He is not waking up from. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cuse.
Peekaboo.
What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Break
Oluleke.
makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks.
I know it is all good always.
Take it back to the house.
Yeah, I'm just vibing. I'm just vibing.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Got it. And he'll take it
Well
all
done,
the way.
well done. Good boy.
Touchdown, Huskies.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire, now on second down. Off play action. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain.
Next time, go down, man. It's that forward momentum.
Surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Syracuse 37, Washington 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hard running there. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football.
Yeah, that blitz was crazy, my boy.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Rodgers. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
And he's thrown another interception. Bringing it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He's going to pass on second down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Syracuse right back at it. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Back to throw, it's McCord. A little screen to the running back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Syracuse has it in the red zone. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Touchdown, Syracuse! And the route is on.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
43, Washington, 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Nice move to stay on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
To the air, it's McCord. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
This is a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up and get 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
What's important in this game, this offense, gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the ball is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth. I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
They're trying to get to it. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And he'll be brought down. Syracuse right back at it. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Haynes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Washington, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Going for the big play. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 20. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to